Morning, Bumblebees. Welcome to your maths lesson today. So we're going to have a look at recalling and using known facts today to see if we can remember, dust off our brains and remember our number bonds to 10 and 20. And later on in the week, we're going to look at using those to find facts to 100. So on the board here, you can see that I have got a little rainbow chart that helps us with our number bonds to 10. And the way that we read it is we take the first number here, we follow it all the way around the colour, and we add it to the number on the other side. So when we do 0, add 10, we know that the total is 10. When I do 1, and I follow the orange line, so I'm going to do 1, add 9, that I know my answer is 10. Okay, so you keep repeating this along the yellow one. So 2, add 8 equals 10. 3, add 7 equals 10, 4 add 6 equals 10, and 5 add 5 equals 10. And then we can also go the other way, so we could say 6 add 4 equals 10, 7 add 3 equals 10, 8 add 2 equals 10, 9 add 1 equals 10, and 10 add 0 equals 10. And all of those calculations you can see at the bottom here. So we're just going to play a game together. And on the game, we are going to see if we can look at the question that we've been given to make 10. So you can see the clock's already started counting down. So what do I add to 0 to make 10? So think back to my rainbows, and I need 10. So I've got 1 out of 1 so far. So what do I add to 10? To make 10, I know that's 0. Okay, what do I add to 4 to make 10? If you said 6, you're absolutely right. What do I add to 10 to make 10? It's 0. What do I add to 7 to make 10? So 7, 8, 9, 10, it's 3. Well done, excellent. Okay, what do I add to 5? So 5 adds something equals 10, and it's 5. Yeah, well done, excellent. Well done if you're keeping up. What do I add to 6? Make 10. Count on your fingers if you're unsure. So we've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My answer is 4. Excellent. And finally, what do I... Oh, and my time is up. Okay. So we scored 7 out of 7. If you head to the school website, you will be able to click on the button and play this hit the button game. When you get to the main menu, you can make 10 with digits and make 20 with digits. So it's exactly the same game, just with different numbers to 10 and 20. Okay, so let's just recap our numbers to 20 for our number bonds. So here our rainbow is slightly bigger. So we start with orange and go all the way through, all the way to purple. So you can see all the calculations here for our number bonds to 20, and you read it exactly the same. So we read 0, read along the orange line all the way across. So 0 add 20 is 20. Then read along the yellow one. 1 add 19 equals 20, and so on, all the way through exactly as we did for number bonds to 10. Then once you've had a go at practicing them, head back to that link and click on the make 20 digits. And again, it's exactly the same. So you're given a number and you add to it. So 11 add something equals 20. So I'm going to choose 9, and you continue your game and so on. Okay, see if you can beat my score of 7. So for the remainder of today's lesson, we're going to be looking at multiplication as repeated arrays. So we're going to be using a range of arrays in today's lesson to work out our multiplication questions. So here I've got a piece of Numicon, and my piece of Numicon is showing 10 circles. If I count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's a piece of Numicon to 10. Now what's really good about Numicon is it's always in columns and it's always in rows. So we can use that information today because it looks exactly like an array. So I'm just going to make my pen a little thicker. So across the top here, I have got 2 circles. Okay, so you can see that I have got 2 going across the top. And going down the side, I have got, let's count them together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have got 5. Okay, so there are 5 circles going down and there are 2 circles going across. So I can write that information here. I've got 5 and I've got 2. Now the reason why I've left a gap in the middle of them is because I'm going to put a multiplication in there. Because I know that we have got 2 groups of 5. If I change my pen colour, we have got one group of 5 here, because I'm going to circle it fully. So this is one group of 5, and this is 2 groups of 5. And all my circles on my piece of Numicon now have been counted. So 5 times 2 equals 10, and we know that. Okay, now I'm just going to rub that off, the information that I have just shown on here, because I'm going to show it you in a different way this time. So I'm just going to get rid of the orange lines and try and keep the purple lines if I possibly can. Okay, so we've got now, this time I'm going to change, I'll change it to red this time. So instead of having 2 groups of 5, I'm going to have 5 groups of 2. So I'm going to put my 5 groups of 2 in red. So there's one group. Here is another group. So that's 2. That's another group. That's 3. Here is another group. That's 4. And finally, we've got another group, which is 5. So again, all of my circles have been accounted for, and I've got 5 groups of 2. So both of these calculations can be written in opposite ways as well. So the first one showed 2 groups of 5, and the second one showed 5 groups of 2. So this is showing an array, and my calculations for both of those are 5 times 2 and 2 times 5, and both of them equal 10. Let's have another look at that with a different piece of Numicon. So this time I've got a 6th piece of Numicon. So across the top, I've got groups of 2, and going down the side, I've got groups of 3. Okay, so I know the 2 numbers I need to work with today are 3 and 2. So 3 and 2 equals, and 2 and 3 equals. Okay, the only thing that's missing from here is my multiplication, because don't forget we're doing multiplication in today's lesson. So my multiplication sign, or my times sign, so 3 times 2. So that means that I've got 3 groups here with 2 in each group. So if I was to circle those, I've got, this is one group, this is 2 groups, and this is 3 groups. 3 groups of 2, and my total is 6. Well done if you managed to work that one out. Or the other one is 2 groups of 3, so I can go this way around. So we've got 1 and 2, but my answer is still 6. Okay, well done if you've managed to spot these straight away using these pieces of Numicon. So my pieces of Numicon have got bigger this time. So instead of just having 2 groups across the top, I have now got 4. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 4 is one of the numbers I'm going to be working with today, and I'm going to be multiplying 4 by the number of circles I can see going down my Numicon, which is still 3. Okay, so I'm doing 4 times 3. So this means there are 4 groups of 3 counters. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my 4 groups. Okay, so let's count them all together. We've got 3, 6, 9, and 12. So the answer I'm looking for today is 12. Okay, huge well done if you've got that right. Now we know we can swap it round and do it the other way, and we can do 3 groups of 4. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to count across because I need 4 in my group. So I've got 1, 2, 3 groups of 4, and my answer is still 12. Okay. Well done for working so incredibly hard. I'd like you to have a go at this one yourself. So pause the video now and have a go at it, and then come back and see if you've got your answers correct. Okay, welcome back, Bumblebees. So let's do this one together. We've got 2 groups going across the top because I can see 1, 2, and I have got 4 groups going down the side. Okay, because I can see my 4 here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So my numbers that I'm working with are 2 times 4. And we know from the previous examples, we can also swap it round to be 4 times 2. Okay, now the biggest thing here is we need to work out the answer. So I've got 2, 4, 6, 8. So 2 groups of 4, or 4 groups of 2, I've got 8. And if I was to count it the other way, 4, 8, if I'm counting in my 4 times table. So well done if you managed to get 8 for your calculation there. Okay, final one. So pause the video now and have a go at this, and then come back and see if you've got it right. Okay, welcome back, Bumblebees. So you should have spotted that we have 4 groups across the top, but I've also got 4 groups going down the side. Okay, so there's only one calculation today for this one that I can do, which is 4 times 4, because the numbers are exactly the same. I don't need to switch them around. So let's have a count. We've got 4, 8, 12, 16. So my answer to 4 times 4 is 16. So if you head back to the school website now, you will find lots of questions for your group based on using multiplication as repeated arrays for the remainder of today's lesson. Don't forget to send it to me so I can see how well you've done.